Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Math Club. Today we have a nice Olympiad problem, and that is easy algebraic problem, which is m squared minus n squared is equal to 15. So here we have to find the value of m and n. Now starting our solution, as here we know that by algebraic identity, if we have a squared minus b squared, then it is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So here m squared minus n squared will be m plus n times m minus n, that is equal to 15. Now if we just factorize this 15, so this 15 we have factors like 1 times 15. Similarly we have another factor that 15 times 1, 3 times 5 is 15, 5 times 3 is 15. So here we see that this m plus n is a positive number and it is negative 1, so it will be greater. So m plus n is always greater than m minus n. Hence we have to take those factors, those pair of factors in which first factor is greater than second one. So here we see that first one is less than second one, it is rejected. It is greater 15 than 1, so we are going to use this one. Then 3 times 5 is rejected, 5 times 3 is accepted here. So now here we have two cases. Now solving individually, first of all by case 1. Here our case 1 is m plus n times m minus n is equal to, first one is 15 times 1, 15 times 1. So by system of equation, this m plus n is equal to 15 and m minus n is equal to 1. So if we just add these two equations, then we will get, adding these two, this positive and negative is cancelled out. We get m plus m is 2m, which is equal to 15 plus 1 is 16. Now if we divide this 2 on both hand side, so 2 is cancelled out on our left hand side, then m will be 8 times 16, so value of m is 8. Now for finding the value of n, we can use this value in any of this equation. So if we are going to use that m minus n is equal to 1, if m is 8, then minus n is equal to 1. So here we have minus n is equal to 1 minus 8, then minus n is equal to minus 7. Cancelling negative sign on both hand side, we get n is equal to 7. N is equal to 7. So here we have first pair, that is the value of m, and n is here 8 and 7. So we get our first pair from case number 1. Now solving the values for m and n in case number 2. So here our case 2, m plus n times m minus n is equal to 5 times 3, 5 times 3. Now m plus n is equal to this greater factor, which is 5, and m minus n is equal to 3. Now if we just add these two equations, we will get this positive and negative will be cancelled. We have 2 times m is equal to 8. Now dividing both hand side by 2, we have m is equal to 4. M is equal to 4. So here we will get the value of m. Now this value can also be used in any of this equation, and we can also find the value of n if we just subtract these two equations. We are going to just subtract m plus n is equal to 5, m minus n is equal to 3. By subtraction, we have this positive will be negative, negative will be positive, this positive will be negative. Now here we see that positive m negative m is cancelled. We get plus n is plus 2n is equal to plus 5 minus 3, we get plus 2. Here we have dividing 2 on both hand side, so 2 is cancelled on both sides, then we get n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1. Here we have value of n is 1. Now it is the value of m and n is m is 4, n is 1. Now we have two pairs, that our first pair is m n is equal to 8 and 7. So it is our final answer. The value of m and n is 4 and 1, similarly 8 and 7. Now we can verify our problem, recall our problem, which is m squared minus n squared is equal to 15. Here if we just use m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 1, so we have 4 squared minus 1 squared is equal to it is 15. So is it equal to 15? Now 4 squared is 16 minus 1 squared is 1. Is it equal to 15? So 16 minus 1 is equal to 15 and 15 is equal to 15. Hence we prove that 15 is equal to 15. This m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 1 is valid pair of values for this problem. Now here m squared minus n squared is equal to 15. Now using m is equal to 8 and n is equal to 7, then here we have 8 squared minus 7 squared, is it equal to 15? So 8 squared is 64 minus 7 squared is 49, is it equal to 15? So when we subtract 64 or 49 from 64, we will get 15, that is equal to 15. So hence our left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we will get our final answer, that is the values of m and n is 4 comma 1, similarly 8 comma 7. So it is our final result. Now we are going to just review our problem. I hope you have understand all these steps one by one. So that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe my channel for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.